Okay, so next up we have another regular on here. This is going to be Eddie, and he actually did submit something last week as well. So it's going to be fighting Nick Riddle, which was another person that appeared last week too. So going to be a more high-level match over here. So Bowser versus Swords has always been a pretty good matchup for Bowser, or just heavies in general. Like grapplers fighting sword characters has always been a pretty good matchup for the grapplers for the most part. Just because they will generally have pretty good range, and the sword characters are in that range where they are probably going to get punished the maximum amount that a grappler can do. So of course, we had Bowser pivot grab in Smash 4, which was very cursed. So he's able to get off of that, and that thing kind of still applies here. Like I would say in general, heavies in this game do pretty good against sword characters again, just because they do have those good grab ranges, and for the most part, most heavies have pretty good throw punishes as well. So definitely I'm kind of curious to see what Eddie's going to bring to the table here. Basically it's going to rely on a lot of really good spacing, a lot of good baiting, and then just like making sure Bowser doesn't land and you're just edge guarding him like crazy. But otherwise, like Bowser's gonna have a pretty decent time in neutral. The biggest thing is don't go in. If you go in, then Bowser's going to eat you alive. So you need to find the right way to bait him out, like right outside his threat zone. So then that way he can leave himself open and you can punish that. Because yeah, if you go in and you don't space perfectly, you're getting grabbed or some sort of punish. Also, Bowser can just do like hard callouts with F smash if he really wants to, but you're not gonna really see something like that too often. Yeah, so he's just calling out with like his own air, with his own attacks at the moment. Oh man, he actually almost did a bait out with not going to the ledge. Yeah, good that you went low there. Ooh, you got a little scared though. That was actually terrifying to tech in place there, but you got lucky that like I want to say it's more of a Wi-Fi thing for the reason why he didn't punish that. But yeah, as you see land rent next to him, he immediately punished you with the grab. Yeah, there's not too much you can do about that because like I think nothing you can just like two frame you infinitely. But yeah, this is why it's so important to like control your ground here. Whereas like the second that you're thrown off, like Bowser can just kind of kill you. And if you don't have space to land, then it can be really, really hard to get your footings back against him. Yeah, and they're always going to be doing that mix-up. That was the first time he threw it out, so it's kind of expected. Yeah, now that he's conditioned shield against you, he's going for this a lot more. But keep in mind that it's always better to take the throw if it won't kill you. That's the biggest thing. Yeah, definitely got punch landings. Yeah, basically over there, he won one interaction and then kept you at the ledge, and that's how he won. So definitely you need to work on your recovery there. A little antsy, and just aren't familiar with how to recover against Bowser. Because like he's going for hard call-out options. He's not just like waiting there with up B. So if he's going for hard call-out options, that means there's always one option you can use to get around it. So we'll try to break it down a little bit more. So let me just make sure I'm clicked on here. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's bad. Yeah, you know, don't Dancing Blade Bowser's shield unless like you're about to get like a shield poke or something. You gotta like really mix up your timing. Oh, okay. If you got the spike, you might have killed him. No, at that point, you just do short hop up air so you're controlling the ground. Oh, you're dead. Oh, okay, you're not. Yeah, you always got to make sure you save your jumps for that, but like sometimes there's not really too much you can do in this instance. Yeah, good that you faded back with Nair. He's also calling out all your jumps with fair too, so you need to keep that in mind. Like that's a habit that you're consistently showing off. So try to mix it up with like good dash, like with like good ground control, or like preemptively throw out your own fair. Because like remember, you do have a disjoint, and his hitboxes are not disjointed, so you can beat out his attacks. See, okay, there. You finally were able to get around like a commitment he did with like that. Oh man, you could have just dolphin slashed him and killed him. Yeah, so off of a full hop, he can auto cancel his back air, so be careful about that. And you're so far behind now that I would recommend not going off stage for the edge guards. Just focus on playing it safe with the ledge guarding. What's up, dude? In Texas? Yeah, one of my friends was telling about this. Like, there's like a vortex or something like going on there. It's kind of nutty. Over here, it's just like 80 degrees. It's so warm in Florida right now. Okay, yeah, good spacing there. You're staying back. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, you just gotta swing your sword at that point when he's that far out. You gotta make him respect your space. Okay, that was good. Yeah, right now you're playing pretty good spacing on that. I'm glad to see the dolphin slashes. He's coming towards you. You should have kept. He literally is holding in now. This is something that you can abuse. If you see somebody holding in, you can do that dash back F smash and like just punish them like that. He's not at F smash death percent yet, but he's getting there. See, look, you're calling him out coming in. He's getting impatient. He's getting impatient. You need to fully capitalize on that. You see, he keeps coming in. He's doing the same pattern. Holding in with attack. And you were spacing around it perfectly fine before, but you just stopped right there. If you kept doing it, you would have kept punishing him right there. Yeah, so like at this point, you just need to like throw out when he's like on you, you need to throw out attacks to like make sure you beat him out, like trying to hit you. Because like, you know, his down air, his ground pound, those will get beaten out by your up airs. So there's no reason for you not to throw your up air to just like challenge him. That's the thing. Like if you just like held your ground and you kept doing like those dash backs to punish him coming in, then yeah, you should have been able to take that game at the very least. Let's see, do you have, is yours a best of 5, best of 3? Okay. Oh, what was that? Okay, you need to keep in mind that, like, Bowser is very, very, very extremely unsafe on shield. Like, Bowser's landing fair is... Yeah, landing fair is -9, -10, so, like, you can just shield grab that if you really want to. Landing back air is, like, -17. The only thing with that one is you might get pushed back, but, like, you can do fair out of shield and hit him, I'm pretty sure. And then, like, even Bowser's neutral air, that's -12. That's even less safe than his forward air. And if he does down air on your shield, that's -31. So, like, you need to be punishing him when he's hitting your shield like that. If he's aggressive, that makes it easy. You want an aggressive Bowser, because that means he's just not being safe. Like, the only thing he's going to mix you up with is, like, if you're shielding, he might do side B. That's about it. But if he's coming in and he's hitting your shield with, like, attacks, you can literally just keep grabbing him nonstop, or just like nair fair out of shield, and you'll just keep hitting him over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, of course I do elite smash VODs. I just hope that you have like a set of 3. That would just be the most useful. Or you have sets from elite smash. That's what I like the most. Or just sets in general, not specifically from elite smash. So yeah, when he's coming into you aggressively, that makes it so much easier for you to like dash back F tilt and just keep him out over and over and over and over again. And the other thing too is just like, you have to remember, you have a sword and he doesn't, and your hitboxes will always beat him out, so don't be afraid to throw out attacks before he does. As long as he's coming in. Toss him, doesn't people allow me to? What do you mean? What do you toss him? Yeah, see, like, that entire nair was just completely unsafe. And you could have just, like, beat it out with, like, a rising up air. Obviously, there might be some Wi-Fi involved with that. That was a very good sequence there. That was very bad. Like, at that point, like, when you got him off stage, he wasn't at a high enough percent where he would have to recover deep. You just want to focus, like, when he's at, like, 50s, 60s, and you hit him with, like, a fair or something like that, he's probably going to end up, like, somewhere around here-ish. So you just focus on controlling stage. If he goes high, you cover that, and if he goes low, you just ledge trap, and that's it. You only go deep once you send him far away. Oh yeah, gotcha. Yes, you do send me your elite smash VODs. You see, like, you're not being aggressive at all, and that's allowing him to just like throw out moves for free. Like, at least when you're trying to recover. That was a really, really good parry. Yeah, that was kind of your bad on, like, doing your bear a little bit too late. But the idea at least wasn't wrong there. Ah, okay, yeah, you went for a really, really hard commitment. Yeah, it seemed like you decided to go for that F smash the second he did like a neutral air dodge, so that was a little bit unfortunate. At least smash for setting me up against it. Well, I mean, fighting him's not too bad. Remember, you can pressure shields too. Like, you have like Fair, you have Nair, and then you also can mix it up with your shield breakers too. Ooh, don't go for a grab. He's at 146. Like, okay, like when your opponent's at 146, like not only is your grab not going to kill them, but like your tilts are way, 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 way safer. There is no reason for you to commit that hard to that. There we go. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, because he's charging you a lot, so keep in mind that you do have your invincibility on Dolphin Slash, so... Oh, God. I thought he was just going to, like, run down inside BU. And good get-up attack timing there. Okay, see, look, now you're doing your good job. Yeah, exactly that. So, okay, this is the exact spacing that you need. So notice from this point, he's always starting his attacks, and as long as you stay back here, you can kind of position yourself to punish him coming in. Because, like, basically, he's been mindlessly mashing against you. Not completely mindlessly, but for the most part, mindlessly mashing against you. And that's something you need to recognize. And I'm not saying Nick Riddle's a bad player. It's just that, like, he's just doing the bare minimum that he needs to do to beat you currently. Oh yeah, he called you out there. So that's also kind of the issue with like you like playing so defensively too, is that he can basically kind of rely on you to do a certain defensive option. So like, let's say he did that spot dodge to dodge his back air. He could fast fall land and potentially get like a different move. At worst case scenario, he fast falls fast enough that you spot dodge pretty late and then he F smashes you. So you need to keep your own habits in mind on what you're doing to keep him out. Because he's definitely keeping tabs on that, and that's how he's able to call you out so many times. Yeah, see, like right there, he called out your jump, but he just didn't jump high enough. Ooh, that was really bad. Yeah, like he could have grabbed you right from that, but thankfully you're out of range. Generally speaking, you don't want to land in front of Bowser. Behind him, of course, you can like still up B out of shield. But as long as you get enough distance, then you can kind of avoid it. The other thing too is like, I don't see you trying to juggle Bowser. Like Bowser just legitimately cannot land. So like if you're next to him and you just like keep anti-airing with like up airs and stuff like that, he has a really hard time getting back. Okay, good stuff with the up tilts. Ah, okay. You at least threw out a attack there. Yeah, see, like, look, he keeps doing those, like, short hop fairs because he expects you to jump forward because you've done that a lot, and he has caught you a lot with that. So you're now mixing him up by not, like, approaching, but you're not calling out his call-outs. But, like, he's doing this a lot. Yeah, you have to keep in mind, like, while technically it is quote-unquote safer play, like, there are still commitments that you're doing with it. And, like, sometimes it can be a much bigger thing, harder thing that they can punish for that. Yeah. Thing is, it's like, you need to learn how, like, why your sword is, like, good. Like, you've learned how to use your sword in, like, one instance, I would say, which is, like, the dash back spacing. But you haven't learned that, like, a sword beats a fist. That's something you just need to hardwire into yourself. See, like that right there, you keep throwing him up and you keep throwing him in the air, but, like, you don't do, like, full hop up airs to challenge him there. It's like legitimately, Bowser can't do anything to land except like air dodge or hopefully mix you up with down air where you miss. Like, yeah, like there. You could have done just so much to beat it out. Like, something to remember is like, you know, below, down air is the only move that hits. And that takes frame 17 to come out. It's really slow. Like, the only thing that's going to mix you up with is like if you don't call out the positioning correct, because like he moves up like a decent amount before the move comes out. So if you don't have the positioning correct, then that can trip you up. Yeah, now you're getting way too greedy. Way too greedy. Also, keep in mind, like, you can do the down air to up smash combo as well, and you'll probably kill him earlier for that. Ooh, good call out on their part. Nice, nice. See, look, it pays off to be aggressive sometimes. You did YOLO it there. What frame does Lucina's down air come out at? Let me see. But yeah, I mean, definitely I would learn the down air to up smash punish for sure. Yeah, down air comes up frame... So the spike hitbox is like frame 11. You just need to learn how to hit with that part. Yeah, now this is the part where Bowser's scary. Because like once Bowser gets you in there, he will not let you land. So like what Bowser did to you to the right there, you can easily do back to him. Yeah. So some of those kinds. That sounds about right. People have a very hard time playing against like patient play styles. But yeah, I mean, one thing I should mention, it's like if you guys don't know who Nick Riddle is, he is ECM's brother, so it's like he's a very, very seasoned player and he kind of understands how to deal with like a lot of these situations. So like what he's doing, like the way that Nick Riddle's playing against you, he's basically playing entirely out of just understanding what the basics of your habits are and then just pushing his punishes all the way on it. That's exactly what he's doing. He's playing against you like he's playing against like somebody he's like he's trying to get out of pools. That's kind of what I see from this. So pretty much you just need to understand like what about the matchup are you not exploiting and what are the habits that he's calling out. Those are like the two things you need to recognize in this. Oh yeah, so now that his shield is non-existent, you can just keep throwing buttons at him. And now his shield should be back. You see, like, if he let loose that F smash a little bit sooner, you would have beat out that Nair. Yeah, he's just trying to call you out with something like that. That's what I mean, like, don't be afraid to, like, challenge him in certain instances. Like, you could even throw out, like, safe down tilts in. It'd be very hard for Bowser to get in. Oof, that was damage. Yeah, and then his head is intangible on his up air, so like he should be able to. Yeah, like see, you're never juggling Bowser, and that's like the one thing definitively like that every character can do. Like, yeah, he should never be getting back on stage that often. Also, yeah, don't let him get away with like F smashes too. Those are very laggy. Yeah, unfortunately he's like at 8%, so like your dolphin slashes aren't going to do too well. He needs to be at least like at 40% or something like that. I don't know why the way that you guys like dodged each other looked really weird. See, like that down air you could have punished like way more. Like, oh shoot, what did I do? Okay, the main thing that I wanted to keep in mind is like the amount of landing lag he has off of down air is 35 frames. It's quite big. Yeah, I think this is where you called him out the F smash. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, again, just say you need to recognize the positions that you're in a lot more. Like he could have killed you with side B, I believe. Oh, I couldn't. Yeah, you just can't do dolphin slashes that low. Okay, yeah, so that's a good thing you covered yourself with the down tilt. Also, yeah, you should be looking to see what options they do after your down tilt, like whether, like how they choose their tech options and like what they do like after they get hit without it teching too. Because with knowing that, then you can kind of figure out what type of punish you can go for. That's it. No, you're still living. Oh wow, you barely avoided that situation. I was gonna say, does that kill that early? It's technically not early, but for that move, I feel like that's... Ooh, oh man, you're just living by the skin of your teeth there. Yeah, see, like that's kind of the point. Like sometimes just throw out your move there, and like sometimes you'll just win. that's kind of that. I mean, juggling's pretty straightforward. Like, you know, you hit them and you keep them in the air. That's kind of it, really. Like over there, like when he did like that double jump, like you could like dash, jump, short hop over here, short hop up air. So that way, if he comes down with any attack, you can hit him, and then if he happens to air dodge through, you should be able to land, and then like basically be on neutral frames with him. But yeah, no, just like jump up there and like throw out an aerial, and just try to make sure you stay below him, and that's really it. A lot easier to do when there's a platform there. But like FD, it's pretty easy too, because like you literally know he only has so many options you can mix it up with, and like if you do it more with like the short hops, then it allows you to land back on ground like a lot quicker to restart there. But like the main thing you need to know is like what are their landing options. So like, can they only air dodge through me? Do they have like a good down air or something like that? And it mostly comes down to that. Like Bowser has no landing options outside of hopefully you missed when he down aired, or if or he air dodged through you and hopefully landed, and then he could start juggling you. Those are basically his only options that he has. Yeah, like something like that too. Like you could jump, wait for the air dodge, and then hit them. But like a player like Nick Riddle, like except for like 1 or 2 times, like he was always throwing out aerials. So like you could pretty reliably jump and throw out an aerial until he stopped doing that. And then you go for the baits. But yeah, it's just like, you know, just make sure you stay below the player. That's kind of the most important thing. Like you want the down airs to hit your shield so you automatically get a guaranteed punish. Like you have to remember, if he down airs your shield, that is -31. You can literally drop shield and F smash him. So literally just stay below him. And that's it. Like you could stay below him and throw out up tilt right before he lands. And then if he air dodges away, then you can probably get a dash grab or like a dash down tilt, dash F tilt. If he doesn't, if he just lands on top of you, then you could probably do like a neutral air, a whole bunch of things. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do. Get creative with it. Find out what's comfortable for you, and like honestly, practicing on heavies is like the easiest way to practice it, because generally speaking, a lot of them don't really have good. Well, actually, no, that's kind of not true. Because I was saying, a lot of them don't have good fast falls, but there's a couple actually have really good ones. Like DDD, King K. Rool's is actually pretty decent too. But yeah, just overall, like they're the easiest characters to juggle. They generally don't have good landing options. Like the exception for like heavies having good landing options would be like K. Rool, because you can at least armor down, which is pretty good. But outside of that, yeah, there's not really too much that they're gonna do. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Greninja is also a lot faster than like a character like Lucina though. But yeah, no, like Greninja is like basically non-stop juggles. It's just that like Greninja, he can just like dart up there immediately, so it's a bit different. Right here, it's like you just control space with your sword. Like there's two. The main reason why you throw out your sword is you want them to do something or you want them to get hit by it. So by throwing out your up air, you're controlling that zone. He can't get there, and if he goes there, he gets hit. And if he doesn't, you just come up with another plan for what happens if he doesn't get hit with his up air. And that's pretty much it. Like it's very, very straightforward with Lucina. Yeah, of course. Yeah, let me know if you have like any other issues, but definitely, yeah. Work on your juggles and like recognize your own habits that are getting called out. Those are kind of the two most important things there. And focus a little bit more on ledge trapping, like especially against like heavy characters at mid percents, just because like that would help a lot. But yeah, I mean, you do also need to work on your edge guarding too, because he reversed a lot of situations on there because of bad edge guarding. But yeah, no, focus a little bit more on your ledge trapping. Because like some of the edge guards you went for, I would just say were ill-advised, just because like you went a little bit too early and you didn't really have an edge guard there. Like when he's at 60% and he could just jump back to stage, it made more sense to stay on stage than to chase him off. Yeah. The next one's gonna be a .com one.